He unequipped his rod, and he doesn't know how to get it back. So I'm gonna show him. Just gonna have him let me know when he comes in, and then I'm gonna show him what to do. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit X on my rod and do what a lot of people do. And why isn't it letting me unequip it? Alright, there we go. Alright, so it took all my other shit off, right? Okay. So what you gotta do is you just leave, close out, alright, so this is your home, okay? Now, this shop right here is your home shop. It's cheaper to buy anything in this shop than it is whenever you actually go to a lake. So if you go to Texas and then you go to shop, it'll only show you the shop at Texas. It'll give you a limited selection of gear, and they'll be more expensive than if you go here. But what you want to do is you go to inventory, and then your L2 and R2 button is going to show you your backpack. Then you got your home. Then you got specials, templates, and licenses. So what you do is you just go to home, and then you'll see right here in your rods, you'll have rods and reels. You'll have all your stuff right here. So I've lost my other reel, so I'm going to put this one on. So all I got to do is hit X for equip. Now see, it's telling me my backpack is full, so which means I'm going to have to move some stuff over. But see what happened when I unequipped it? It actually put my reel back in my backpack. So I'm just going to equip that. I'm going to go down and put my line on. But I'm going to make sure first that I have the right setup. I got 12-pound rod, 9-pound reel, so I'm going to put 8-pound line on. I'm going to click the line. Then you got to put a certain amount of line on your reel, however much your reel can hold. Mine is showing now it's going to be 300. I don't think I'll ever need 300 feet, but I'll go ahead and cut it, so that's good. So now I scroll down and use your D-pad for the middle section here. Use your right joystick for all the stuff on the right side of the screen. Your left stick is the one that does all your picture shit. Don't fuck with your left stick. Only use your right stick unless you're trying to go left or right from shopping or something. So right now I'm going to put my bobber on, and I'm going to put this pear-shaped float on. And then I got to put a hook on, so it goes right down to hook. I'm going to put a 1/0 hook on this one. Actually, no. Yeah, let's just do 1. And then you just go down to your bait, and then you can put on whatever bait you want. I'll just put on pet food. And then once you have that, you go back to your map, and then you should be good to travel. You should have everything equipped to go. But that's all you got to do. You just try not to unequip it. And if you do happen to unequip it, you just go to your home storage. And your home, anytime you buy stuff, like I said, it'll either go to your backpack or it'll go to your home. And it looks like you can have up to 100 items in your home, unless you go down here and expand it. You can expand it, but it will cost 20 gold to expand it by that much, 50 gold that much, and all that shit. So they're trying to get you to buy shit. I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. Yeah, once you got that, you just go back to traveling, and once you go there, you should have your rod and everything set up. But that's how you should do it. But let me also, I'm not sure what level you are, but I was going to say I could show you which stuff you want to get. Right now they're going to give you like a telefloat rod and a bobber and a thing, so they're going to give you red worms. A lot of the little fish eat red worms. A lot of fish eat the red worms. So with you having a small hook, low line power, and just that, you're going to be catching a lot of little fish. But your first thing you want to do is at least try to get you a good spinning rod. Something like 3 to 5 pounds, 3 to 7 pounds, something like that. Get you a good reel. But the key is make sure if your rod says 7 pounds max that it breaks, get you a reel with a drag that's under 7, So like, 4, 5, or 6, and then make sure your line is less than that. Because what happens is if you're fighting the fish and your line's strong and everything's strong, but your reel's not, it'll start wearing down your reel even more, and then you have to repair it. But you want your line to break, if anything. And if your line ever does break and it says, terminal tackle lost, all you have to do is go into your inventory and then put another hook on and another bait. That's all you have to do. But in the shop, one of the best spinning rods at a low level to get is, I think it's like the Elemental or the Value Cast or something like that. But that basic setup, there's a spoon, a gold spoon. It's a 1/3 ounce #1 gold casting spoon. If you go to inventory and go to shop, and then you go to lures and you go to spoons, it should be the bottom row in the middle, and that spoon will make you a lot of money. It'll make you a lot of money. And then also when you get to level 10, you can get the blue worm. That one's huge. Alright, so you have two options. One, you can just back out and leave the whole lake totally and it'll just do it. Or what you can do is hit square and fast forward time, and then it'll ask you if you want to extend your stay. And if you say yes, then they just charge you a little bit of money for an extra day. It cashes out all your fish, and then it keeps you on the lake. See, I learned that the hard way when I would go to New York. I went there to New York the first couple times, and I just got all my fish, and then I just left. And then I had to pay all that money to go back. But I've learned that if I just extend my stay, it only charges me $600 or $500 for another day. And then I can fill up my whole basket again. So within a couple fish... Yeah, you have to do it to where it says extend your stay an extra day. If you just fast forward time, it'll just...
Yo, why do you got those fucking firecrackers?
Oh shit, I see you all over here. What are y'all doing? Oh shit. What is he gonna do with that? Oh, somebody's... Look at you walking around with your fish. Day-Day's like, look at my fish. Look at my fish.
Smacking people in the
Look
face.
at a fish. Oh, I'm still streaming. That's awesome.
Level 9.
Let's go. One more level, Day-Day, and you can get the blue worm.
Oh, for real?
Yep, level 10. You just gotta use 1 gold to get it. Hello, everybody on the dock. Look at that. Look at that. Already starting it off right.
That's what I just
But what I do OV though sometimes, with it being this lake, and if it's up to you as far as your license go, how long your fishing license is, and if you have to pay another day or not. But I just usually leave and come back because then I can start back over at 5 a.m. and that's between 5 and 7 is my money time when I catch all these bass. Because I bought the fishing license for a month in Texas, so I ain't got to worry about fucking paying that money for a month.
You got it for a month?
Yeah, I got it for a whole month. It wasn't like a few $100s. You have to check and see how much it cost, but it's not too bad at all. Or I may have paid a couple gold or something for it. I mean, it wouldn't. I think you can actually get unlimited. You can get it to where it's unlimited unlocked. That's the main thing I would.
7 golds. So.
Yeah, how much was it for a month? Does it say? Was it?
Sure, I saw the unlimited.
Let me see. See if I can find out.
I get those big ass walls.
Oh, it won't let me check it since I've already bought it.
Nah, you still check it out.
Yeah, it was just coming up showing that I had it. It didn't let me go over to select it to buy one or anything like that. Yeah, if you ever see your tension going up or it starts getting too high, then you can change your drag. It's the circles around your reeling in thing. Try to keep your stuff highlighted on just the right side. Like have like 3 of them maybe highlighted. I usually go to 4, maybe 5 if I absolutely have to, but never ever want to fill that thing up because I fucked up one time and I had like 4 or 5 of them and I was fighting a fish and I went to try to downgrade it because I felt like I had too much tension and I didn't need that much, and I hit the wrong button and it put it all the way max and he snapped my line immediately. It's left. Which one are you trying to do? Changing the hook. Okay, so all you do is just go to your inventory, go to your backpack, and you should have hopefully hooks that you brought with you and bait, and you just click on whatever hook it was and it'll add another one to it, and then just put your bait back on. Or you were using the spoon, right? Okay, so then just go down to that casting spoon again and then just click on it and then it should. Yeah, so that's the best way to do. So what you did is you broke your line. You snapped the line so you didn't damage your reel as much. You didn't break your rod, so that shit's expensive. And all you had to do was put one of your lure on and a hook. And usually you buy them in packs. So they're usually coming with 5 packs, 10 packs, things like that. So you should have some spares. No, you don't have to get that's the great thing. You don't have to get the line. All you have to do, if it says terminal tackle lost, is you have to just, what they mean by terminal tackle is I guess the hook and the bait or whatever you were using at the time. So all you have to do is basically go get you another spoon, tie it back on, and you're good to go. It's a lot better than, because I had to repair my fishnet, because my fishnet apparently gets durability. I didn't know that. And I had to do my...
Yeah, mine just did, actually.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they wore down. I had no idea. Now, I've done my rods and reels. I've had to repair them a few times. Alright, so we need to check your drag. What's your, you know how when you reel it in, that circle, how many of those little things are collared in? Okay.
Mine's only 3 to the right.
Yeah, 3 to the right, that's what you want. That would be good. He might have his set too high is what I'm wondering. If as soon as he's catching it, if he's got too much tension, it's going to snap it pretty quickly. But I think he also has I don't know if he has as much as line or as much poundage as we do. I can't remember if I think I put 4 pounds. No, I put 3 pound on, didn't I? Or 4 pounds. So you have to just be a little bit more careful with that one and definitely watch your tension until you get a little bit higher pounds. I'll take another bass. Let's go. Alright, and then whenever you get ready to cast, just look down at the right where your reel is, and then let me know how many of the things are highlighted around it. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots all the way around it. Yeah, the little circle. You'll see like stuff highlighted around it. How many? 5 of them? 6 of them? All the way? Alright, so then press your left on your D-pad and get that to go all the way down till it's only the right side showing. And that way you should be good. And then that way, from what I've learned, the less drag you have, so what that means is you don't have a lot of drag. So if a fish starts to pull the line, it's just going to keep pulling it out of your reel. And if you tighten it, basically that's what you're doing, is you're tightening the tension. So you're tightening it down to where you can't pull it out as much. But you had yours so tight that when he went to go pull it, there was nothing for it to go. It just snapped. So just see that, and then watch your bars go up when you catch a fish. If they start getting to yellow, yellow is okay, but you don't want to get past yellow. You see, like this one is too light of a fish, so I'm just going to put a little bit more tension in, because I wasn't even hardly reeling him in. There's another one. All right, let's go over here to this spot. Alright, thank you for joining the stream. We're playing some awesome Fishing Planet. Just playing here with the guys. Actually farming for spotted bass, which is one of the best money makers on this lake. And actually, I was thinking about it the other day. I was watching a video today, and the guy had a really good point. He said he went somewhere, and the pickerels, he was getting like $60 for not quite a pound. And he said if you average it out and actually think about it, you actually get paid out more money farming those, because you get a decent amount of money for not a lot of pounds, so you can stack them up a lot more. And I was like, that does make sense, because I've been going for like the big fish with the big dollars, but they do have a lot more poundage, so if I think about it, I can maybe get like 2 or 3 of them fish, but it just, I guess, depends on what you're catching if the math will work out.
True. But
And then I
actually,
heard on
well,
this
yeah.
lake, actually the best experience fish from what I've heard to farm is the red ear sunfish. And I haven't specifically went fishing for them, but I have caught a few. But they do actually do pretty good experience. They don't pay as much money. Kaizen Miles, what's so awesome about Fishing Planet? I honestly personally think it's addictive. It's fun, it's engaging, and it's challenging. I like things that kind of make you think and test your skill. And with this game, you really honestly have to know what you're doing. You got to know how the fish are, where to fish, what to use, and even just how to reel it in, because certain baits won't work as well. Plus, it's a casual game. You could eat, you can do things while you're fishing. You don't have to always be constantly into it, depending on how you want to fish, whether it's for catfish or not. And you can play with your buddies. I mean, what's not so awesome about that?
Hell
It's the new wave. Actually, it's an old game, but
yeah.
it, I honestly didn't think I would like it. I'm not much of a fisherman. I only fished when I was a kid.
Yeah, I hate fishing.
But this is nice. I don't have to go out to the water. I don't have to touch the fish. I don't have to fucking worry about the bugs. My wife was all about it. She was like, look, she's like, I'm all about that. She's like, you do you, boo. Oh, I had a bite. And right now I'm using this blue worm. I found him to be pretty good, but it's not doing as well on cloudy days. So Kaizen, what kind of games do you like to play? I play a little bit of everything. I like first-person shooters and RPGs and sports games, open world games. We just recently downloaded Steep because it's free for PlayStation. That's been pretty fun. Haven't been able to get into it as much as this game though.
We're in a tourist you playing.
Somebody's down on the right side down over there. Oh, did you know, Day Day, that behind where you're looking at, did you know you can walk all the way around the edges of this place and walk to the back there?
Wait, oh yeah, I did. I did see that.
Did you do that? There's a path to the right. I don't know if there's one to the left, but I know there's one to the right. But you can walk all the way down that way. And you're already level 9. What level are you, OV? I'll look at you. It should be next to your name.
Yeah, level 5.
Level 5 already. Okay, nice. Monet jumped up, dude. I'm telling you, when we go to New York, that's when you're really gonna see levels jump. That dude started out at 6 or 7, and he's already like a 13 or 14. Another thing I liked about this game, I mean, you grind and you farm to get all this stuff, and then you unlock something that's you think is going to be really good, and it's like exciting to be like, okay, I finally got that thing. It's going to be really good, or I got the bigger rod or reel, and more pounds. I'm going to catch bigger fish, and it's just for me, it seems relaxing and not challenging. It is very relaxing. I will give you that. It can definitely be very, very challenging. Especially if you have low level gear going at something. But we're just actually on the first lake, so this a lot of these fish in here, they don't get super big, and I actually have probably higher level gear than what I should. Like I probably don't need 8 pounds or 6 pounds. But if you have like a 3 pound or 4 pound line or a 2 pound line and you catch some of these fish, it will fight. I watched a guy on stream fight for 30 minutes for a sturgeon. And my friend Monet last night caught a northern pike in New York. It was almost 4 pounds. It took him at least 10 minutes to get it in. every time he would get it close, it would just take the line out and fight. And sometimes you really gotta pay attention because if you have too
Yeah, I want to
much
go to New York.
tension,
Real quick.
it could break. If you don't have enough tension, it could get off. Yeah, this is not hitting. I'm gonna try my spoon. You got one? Yeah, like I said, it just depends on what you have and what you're fighting, and how much of a fight it's gonna be. But you can definitely have some challenging times. And also, it can be challenging if you don't have the right bait and you're not fishing the right spots and you're just sitting there fishing for 30 minutes and not catching anything. You got to try to figure out why aren't
Yeah,
they
like I was
biting?
in New York.
Is this
It
yeah, you were in New York
sucked.
and you didn't have the right stuff, fishing at the right place, and it sucked. It was hard.
Wasted all that money.
Missouri is a hard place to fish
One
at.
fish.
This place is
That shit
pretty
sucked.
easy if you have the right equipment. It does make it a lot better, but okay, you typically play all games, but you stay away from sport games. Okay, I understand that. Yeah, some people are into sports, but some people only play sports. Do I normally play this alone? Um, I play a lot lately. I've honestly only been playing the last couple weeks, but I do play a lot by myself, and I also play with my friends. I've probably got about 3 or 4 of them into it right now. And yeah, it's been fun. Like I said, I agree. It's definitely been relaxing. Because sometimes other games can become very frustrating and stressful.
1.7.
So it's just nice to just be able to chill out.
Yeah, I want to catch that max bid.
Dude, look at you, 1.73 pound spotted bass day. That's like what, 130, $40?
163.
16, damn, 163. Yeah, the sport games I usually play though is I play basketball. Um, that's my main sport. I got actually UFC 3. I thought that was a pretty fun game.
Damn, which one you gonna do?
I haven't played any Maddens or anything recently. And some of my friends actually, oh, you got level 6 OV, good job. Some of my friends, they really like FIFA and Madden and hockey. Those
I
are
love
big
them
ones.
all. Hockey,
Yeah, Daddy loves them all.
baseball.
Yeah, baseball, that's a big one. But actually, on my shelf, I've got things like Assassin's Creed Origins, Bioshock, Fallout 4, Phantom Pain, Doom, Dishonored, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, amazing game. I got Battlefront. So I like to do like first-person RPG, open world kind of stuff. I love those. Which actually tonight we were playing basketball. We played fives for a while, and it was just like, okay, it's time to go to the lake. It's time to relax. Let me just catch some fish and make some money and chill out. We actually also play golf. Yeah. But we also play that Rory McIlroy golf sometimes too. It's fun. And the way this game works, you can actually you play. It's always online, so you always, whenever you go into a room, there'll be other people fishing, but you can always go into your own rooms or go into your friends' rooms. Oh, okay, okay. I got him. Got him. All right, we got a 1.957 pound bass.
What, dude?
Yeah, but look at mine though. I only got $151 for it. I think I'm getting less because I'm getting higher up. I think they're trying to tell me, dude, dude, stop farming Texas, dude. Like, go somewhere else. But it's such a good moneymaker.
Yeah, I need to go back to New York, I need some redemption.
Yeah, you got your narrow spoon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they like that gold one, and then that black one works pretty good too sometimes.
I got the gold one right now.
Yeah, I think that's the one Monet was using last night, and he was catching hella shit. Like I've only caught probably 2 pike there, and they weren't super huge. He's definitely caught the biggest fish out of all of us so far. Like 4 pounds. But this game, there's a lot of big. I've seen people catch 50-something pound catfish, sturgeon. There's other lakes with pike and walleye, and you got trout. I mean, there's I think over 70 something species of fish in this game, and just in this one lake, there's already 12.
I want a tuna.
Oh, and I unlocked the Everglades, and I found out there's some what appears to be saltwater fish there. There's a tarpon. I don't know if it's freshwater or saltwater, but there's a tarpon there that grows to like they said 300 something pounds or something crap. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine hooking one of those things.
Dude, that shit would take me an hour to
Yeah, the Everglades is going to be a fun one. I'm gonna have to make sure I've got some gear before I go there.
Probably everything, probably like a boat and everything.
No, I think you can still fish on the shore, but
I say, yeah, you can't even catch that shit on a fucking kayak.
right. I saw a video where a guy he was fishing some tiny little creek in Idaho, and it was like the clearest water ever, and he was doing sight fishing for sturgeon, and he was like seeing them, and they were like 8 feet long and stuff, and he's in a kayak, and then so he had to go and push up against the bank a little bit and jump out, and he had one that massive, and he had to go after it in his kayak. There you go, OV. Almost 2 pounds. But he was in a kayak holding the fish, and the fish was just pulling his kayak. It was hilarious. Ended up snapping his line, but then he came back and got another one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get me a bigger bag too.
Yep. He said, poof. He said, I gotta get me a bigger bag. Poof. Look at this dude walking around showing fish. I wish you... We see you, OV. He's like, it's my biggest fish. Look at my biggest fish. Oh, what am I doing? I've got a spoon. I'm supposed to just be reeling this straight in. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Boom, right off the bat. And again, like if I didn't have such a powerful reel and rod, I wouldn't be able to reel this fish in this easy. He'd be fighting me all over the place, jumping and swimming around, and I have to like wait him out. Oh, he just jumped there.
How's Colorado?
I haven't been there yet, but it's mostly trout, it looked like, from the fish species list. But I think they get pretty good and they might pay. Another great place that I heard, once you get to level 30, is you go to St. Croix in Michigan, and you can make some good money there. And then in California, you can catch the sturgeon, I think, too. But there you can catch, I think, pike or I forget what it is, but you can catch some big fish. I saw a guy catch a fish in California and make over $1,500 just on one fish. It's insane. It does cost a lot. You do make a lot, but you gotta make sure, extend your stay. I think he had like $33,000 he came out of there with.
Where?
In California. Or Michigan, one of the two. But you can make some big money there. But that guy probably had like the biggest thing that you can get to. It was probably like the 410-pound fish castle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's one. It's like $60,000 or something for it. It's like high level, almost 30. And you have to, you can put 410 pounds in it. It's insane. Like, I struggle to fill up 44 pounds sometimes. Alright, that didn't hit. Obi over there, still doing his thing. Somebody's down there. That guy's way down there. Never really fished in the back part of the lake too much. This spot right here is really good for bass. It's winding down. Usually between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. is when you can hit the most bass. Not getting any bites right now, that's for sure. It's kind of slowed down a lot. Oh, that was a little bite. Might have to change my bait, my lure, because I got a number 2/0 on. I think it might be too big for some of these fish. Yep. Let's try not the worm. Let's try this little walker. I like these little walkers, they're pretty good. And they float just under the surface. And it looks like a bait, like it zigzags, like it's really cool. But I just kind of twitch it along the top. And it says it's walking. Oh, there's one. But they seem to like it a lot. There he is. Let's see how much money we've made so far. $1,100. Sitting just over 11,000. Let's go. Ideally, I can make enough to get me a bigger fish castle, the one that I can actually release stuff in, and then have enough to be able to go to New York. That would be ideal. Nothing. What you doing, Day Day?
I'm in fucking Colorado trying to try this place.
Oh shit! You spent all that money to go to Colorado.
Yeah.
You get the right bait and stuff. I was gonna tell you, that rainbow spinner apparently slays the trout. It's like some kind of.
I don't have that one. I have the
The nano spinner. Yeah, I bought the nano spinner. That was the first thing I bought. But if you can get, there's a beetle one and a rainbow one. The rainbow one does better, but they said both of them do pretty well. But the rainbow one, they can't resist it, and you just cast it in, let it go to the bottom, and just reel it in slow. And the key to catching trout is to not stop, to keep the thing moving, because they're hunters, and when they see that thing, they're gonna go after it. They can't resist it. But if it starts acting all weird and funky, then they're like, no. But I haven't been there yet, so you have to let me know if it's any good. This walker doesn't do as well out in the open water. I seem to do better when I'm over by vegetation. Let's go over here to the lily pads. Let's see if we can get some action. There we go. Challenge completed. Devoted. Not sure what that means, but I'm devoted. Oh, have a certain number of active fishing days. Calendar days are accounted for. A day is considered active if you've caught at least one fish on that day. I got 2 gold for that. That's awesome. I didn't do as well as this time. It's almost 7, and I've only got 17 pounds. I usually get about 20, 22. How's your fish over there doing, Obi? Filling it up nicely. And how many can you hold in your thing? Was it 15? Yeah, 15, that's right. I got you that 15 one. Yeah, because that 4 pounds don't get you very far. Oh, I got a bite right there. Alright, man, take it easy. Alright, we'll go ahead and stop the stream today, but thank you for joining and watching. My name's RaZr, and I stream from time to time. Just like to play a lot of games and meet new people as well. As always, thank you for tuning in, and have a great day.